Game number 2 of the day, Halifax Prep taking on LBA. Should be an interesting matchup. Two teams looking for their first win on Season 4 of the NPA.
LBA losing a bunch of guards from last year. Denzel Cummins graduates to the JUCO scene at McCook. And then Okai Jamgu's the sniper, the sharpshooter, heads to Division I NCAA at Drake University. Now this is a team, LBA here, who's playing without strong guard play, strong guard rotation, but they'll have to make quick adjustments. Halifax Prep still looking to find their first win and really build an identity for themselves as well. There's Tavon Downey finishing, scooping, protecting on his way to the rim. Jordan Nelson on the penetration here. Nice easy pass into Atiki. Finishes the easy two hoop into harm. And Atiki, a 6'10" player from Tanzania, shows, the international growth of the league here. A lot of people taking interest from outside of the border and in different continents.
LBA up 3-2 here, just over a minute gone in the opening quarter. Downey push to the baseline. LBA executing well defensively here. Tough pass to catch, but Heim hauled it in. Back up top. Open from the wing, no good, Jordan Nelson. Back the other way. Atiki with the two-handed slam in transition. Back to the line. Halifax Prep hosted us out here at St. Mary's. Without a win currently on this session, you know that they want to pick one up. Well, LBA with a very poor showing in game number 1, putting in a lot of work on the tape overnight, looking to pick up a win here before the getaway game tomorrow at 10 a.m. against Oakville Prep.
And Jordan Nelson misses a free throw there. One of the newest guards for LBA here. They're going to lead a little bit more than Jordan at the guard position. You got David Ramirez as well, who can handle the rock. Almost mishandled there by Jordan Nelson in the corner.
The first game today, Ross A. Netherwood finished up their their Halifax session with a perfect 3-0 record. Jordan Prasad finished with 31 points in the loss. Simmons forcing it, airs it out.
Tough finish. Scooping and layup off the glass for Jordan Nelson. Blow-by ability, something he's got in his arsenal.
Jaron Johnson trying to take advantage of the mismatch. Picks up the foul drawn against him.
And he gets multiple defenders to sag in on him before he makes that pass. Again, receivers just got to be ready.
Drop off. Ruta, no good. Yeah, Simmons called for the foul. I don't know how you argue that, man. Yanked on a hand. The guy's trying to rebound. Easiest whistle you could find. Nelson. Lots of contact. Good D results in a travel. Bolatito Obasato. Very good defensive presence, forcing that turnover.
And J9 Simmons, one of the best slashers in the league. Using his blow-by ability to get past guys on the first dribble.
Jaron Johnson. Up top, Simmons has been well off the mark with both of his attempts in this one.
And usually I like to see Simmons getting involved, attacking the glass, getting a couple to go that way before starting to shoot.
Heim, the lefty. We know he has that range after seeing him in game number 1.
The lefty and the newbie. Getting a good look at him here with this LBA squad. Got a really strong frame, upper body.
McGabb battling. 3-on-1. Don't even really know what that call was. Jump ball going back.
I think a foul
away.
was called there. Might have been a reach in.
Up top, Johnson. 12 on the shot clock. Loses it, gets it back. Up top, Downey. Obasato, good rebound. Into the corner. Downey gets to the baseline, has it poked away. Lindsay with some good defense there. Seen an awful lot of that out here. Negative step on the sidelines, out of bounds.
If you got both feet squared up, makes it pretty tough to, to commit one of those negative steps. First dribble should be forward. Taken away from the momentum with that negative step. There's Jordan Nelson in and out.
Yeah.
Mid-range pull-up.
Both teams looking to get into a flow here early. Got an 8-2 lead for LBA just over the midway point of the first quarter. You know LBA is going to want to put the clamps down defensively. They've done that so far. Only 2 points for the home squad.
Good closeout by Ramirez on that play. Forcing a tough shot. Hine one-on-one. He's got at least 60 pounds on Johnson.
Michael Mattis back up top. Lindsay swinging it around. Corner 3. No good from Flynn Gilmore.
And what we've learned about Gilmore is just he's a spot-up guy. If he's got his feet set most of the time, fluid form, clean, he's going to make those shots. Not a guy that should be left open.
For all the good Tavon Downey does, some of the bad really hurts his squad. Mattis back the other way, 2 off glass. 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. LBA has still held Halifax Prep to just 2 points. Another steal. Lindsay, transition game. Good hustle back by Downey.
How about Marcus Stewart playing some significant minutes? Earning his keep here for LBA. He's been with the program for several years.
Stewart in the starting lineup out of London, Ontario. It's been solid defensively thus far. I mean, in the early going, you can tell in this only 2 games into the season that LBA is going to be a defense-first squad. The question will be, can they get enough offense to be able to pick up the wins? We'll be able to see as we move along and this season progresses. Yep. That was short. Big screen alley with Gab laying him out. Gets the dime from Simmons, the big man. Regab throwing it down.
I think all Regab needs really is some confidence built in from his teammates. If they involve him early enough in the offense, they'll get a lot more production from him defensively as well.
I mean, you got to get that guy a touch a little earlier than 7 minutes into the game.
He's a 7-footer. There's no other 7-footer in the game. As soon as he stretches out his arms, he's an automatic target.
Steal. Yeah, that's a foul. That would be a intentional foul, I believe. Yeah, going to be 2 in the ball. Got to know your FIBA rules. That situation, I think you give up the 2. Don't pick up a personal foul. Don't put him on the line to shoot 2, even though he may end up missing them like he misses the first. Because they're getting possession back as well. Yep, and that's the refs are trying to explain. For all you players sitting at home playing FIBA rules, read up. Be important for you to know that in your career in general. FIBA taking over much of the levels of sport that you're going to play. We've talked about it before. So many kids watch primarily NCAA and NBA. When it comes down to it, those aren't the rules you're going to be playing by most of your life. Stacey Smith. Simmons. Lots of dribbling.
That's what happens at the end of the shot clock. You're just forced to dash something up that's not necessarily a high quality shot.
Nelson, Mattis, working it around the perimeter. Burnt a lot of the shot clock. Letting him play on the ground. Shot clock violation, but the refs are saying it didn't change possessions. Didn't change possession. So that's what the ref said.
Stacey Smith on the triple from the corner. A low-scoring first quarter for both squads. Jordan Nelson, a tough finish.
Next man up.
Here's Jaron on the crossover, one-on-one, one-on-three, almost gets it to go. Pretty big mismatch there for Atiki. You want to see LBA take advantage of this a little bit. J9, shooter's roll. And he's going to get called on a delay of game warning.
First one we've seen out here, actually, and I've appreciated that. As long as you're not delaying the game, as long as you're getting the ball back to the official or the opposing player to keep the game moving, don't see any issue with that. But so many places that we go, officials are so stuck on the fact that if you touch the ball after a made basket, boom, there's your warning. Problem with that is that you pick up a tech pretty quick for something that really means nothing to the game. Both these teams battling, we'd expect nothing less. A 3-point game here with 33.8 to go. LBA looking much better to start this one after a debacle in game one. Swing. Three is good. Trayvon Julian. We got a tie game with 10 seconds to go. Nelson. Onto the wing. Nelson's gonna have to launch. That looks good. Back rim and out though. Short break, we're tied at 12. We'll be back, second quarter action.
3 seasons.
Oh!
Almost 300 games.
Oh, Jacoby Neath!
Thousands of kilometers over 8 provinces.
He tried to send that one to Banff.
Making Canadian basketball history.
History has been made.
Nearly 100 alumni are now playing at the post-secondary level.
Rugby.
Some will see their dreams come true.
Need some juice.
And all of our former players will forever be part of the NPA family.
Oh, killing time. Allen Spoon Hunters cooking up a show. Jordan Prasad putting the NPA on notice.
Now, new names will emerge.
Setting the NPA on fire.
With the same passion of those that came before them. And to them we say, next man up.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. NPH works in partnership with the community, including the national and provincial governing bodies, as well as club programs to maximize scholarship opportunities. The NPH Showcase Circuit is your opportunity to learn the blueprint while joining the NPH family. Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100-plus top-tier clubs from around the world to compete for the national crown. Student athletes continue their journey to the next level as North Pole Hoops invites the network of prep and post-secondary programs to evaluate talent live and direct. Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team.
We're back to St. Mary's. Tied at 12 after the first. LBA got out to a pretty big lead.
Jordan Nelson's been emphatic for this squad. Can't make that pass though in midair. Tiki wasn't expecting that one.
Good extra pass, but Michael Mattis, solid closeout. Jaron Johnson, they're swinging it around the top. Negative step on the sidelines. Ooh. Like it.
Hesitation move. Atiki has just not been ready for these passes. And and you can hear it from Angelo Provenzano telling him to get his hands up. What Jordan is doing a very specific job in penetrating and getting the guys to collapse on him before that dump off.
after a poor job shooting in the early going, J9 Simmons doing a very good job of driving and dishing here. His teammates just haven't been able to capitalize as of yet. There's a Tiki getting to work down low. I mean, all day long.
Absolutely.
With Ali Regab off and on cue. Ali Regab checking into the game at the next break.
You're going to have 2 7-footers on the floor. And quite frankly, I think Atiki could take Ali right now on every possession, just utilizing his speed and getting him to turn. Tavon Downey back in the game for Jaron Johnson here. 2 substitutions in for Halifax Prep. Stewart getting the ball back, giving him an extra possession here for LBA. Really, really good job by Jordan Nelson punching the gaps here. He's recognizing that he's got a first step on most of his defenders. And he can get these guys in foul trouble before the half. Here's the matchup we're talking about. Got to the rim pretty easy, but had a little bit more time to get it up.
Big fight down low. Both teams coming up empty. Simmons gets cut off. Stacey Smith. Hand off to Downey. .222 gone in this second quarter. Thank you for joining us on NorthPoleHoops.com. Tiki Ali Atiki thought his man was going to the corner.
He wasn't even looking at him when he made the pass.
Oh yeah, I mean the best type of 3-foot pass is a no-look pass. See, come on.
Captain Sarcasm strikes again. Ali Regab, nice job setting up the screen there. Defenders not knowing which way to take.
Simmons gets himself to the rim to tie this game at 14. Mattis ran out of space, gets it back out. Nice to see that go through for Flynn Gilmore.
Gilmore's the spot up, now you know. If he's got his feet set up, he's just going to trail that perimeter until he gets an open look.
Stacey Smith. They want to post up Regab. Atiki doing a very good job of cutting off that entry pass. Firing in transition, great give and go. Jordan Nelson, basket in the bump off a great back and forth between himself and Flynn Gilmore.
It's been a solid debut for Nelson. First year in the league, doesn't take time to adjust. He knows that there's a void here in the offense for LBA, and he's taking it over.
Best part is he finished off the three-point play. 6-point lead, 6:15 to go here in the second quarter. Our final game of the day and our 5th of 6 games in this Halifax session. Regab called for the moving screen. Mattis to Atiki. Those two starting to get on the same page, where Gab called for the foul. As we see David Ramirez in the game for LBA for the first time today, I believe, some a little bit yesterday.
Frustrating moment for Gab there. Thought he had a clean block on Atiki. Very well could have been, but ref saying he got some body contact at the bottom.
Corner three, no good.
And you see the protection there from Atiki as he secures that rebound. Once he corrals it, elbows are up, protected. Ain't nobody trying to get in the way of those elbows.
For anybody who comes to play basketball in Halifax going forward, if you're a point guard, do not expect any calls taking it to the rim.
And if you do, you better be going strong to the rim. No finesse.
Because they're not calling it.
I prefer the game played this way, to be honest with you. I don't like the tic-tac stuff. I don't like, guys picking up fouls off of a touch. If it's affecting the shot, if it's clear as day, then it's totally understandable. Over the back for Atiki.
It's going to be a struggle for him to find that line. When you're that long and that tall, feels like everything could be over the back. And it's that feel for the game that's sometimes the hardest thing for these projects to learn. But, I mean, we're seeing some solid flashes from Atiki. Midway point of the second quarter. 7-point lead for London Basketball Academy. Really like what I'm seeing from Jordan Nelson. Of course.
How does that always happen to you? You're complimenting a guy and then he gets rejected by the rim.
J9 Simmons. Spinning, wheeling, dealing, kick out for the three. Setting the highlight reel of plays.
Really sloppy ball play here from LBA. We've seen a lot of careless turnovers from this team. That's going to continue to be the story of their season if they can't get their guard play intact. Ramirez and Nelson. This is a solid combination of guards. They just need to get some more experience together.
Is there more than one Jordan Nelson?
I feel like there's a Jordan Nelsons.
There's a Matthew Nelsons.
Okay, maybe that's who I'm mixing it up.
Because it feels like you're pluralizing Jordan Nelson, like there's more than one Jordan Nelson on the team.
Did I just do that?
Yes, consistently. It's okay.
I'll watch out for that.
Hey, it's early in the season. We're all getting things going. Just better to bring it up so the people at home understand that we're getting our season going as well. My jumper still needs some work. Elias's cardio.
Oh, it's in the gutter.
And we're in the bonus. Consistently, Halifax Prep getting themselves into foul trouble. It's that helter-skelter defense that gets them into trouble. Picking up some fouls early and often. It's been a tough game for Tavon Downey. He's got to find ways to positively impact the game when his regular contributions of three-point shooting and protection of the ball are not there. Seems like he's working with a bit of an injury right now, but no excuses.
And what these guys are in need of on Halifax Prep is a true leader. I think that's a role that needs to be taken on by him. He's somebody that players listen to, have respect for.
Look at that. You talked about it before, the Nelson to Ramirez connection. Dime to 3, leads at 7, 3:24 to go in the second quarter. They've now wasted 18 seconds of the shot clock, haven't got it past the three-point line. And a bailout. There's going to be a lot of tape for this squad to go over, be able to figure things out. Yeah, he's got 3, folks. Good that they were ready to go, though. Free throws were the difference yesterday for Halifax Prep. Aruta with the swat. Good D on the second attempt as well.
I want to show some love to Nelson on that one. There's the drop-off passes. He's been hitting them right on the money, and there he is getting a deflection. Kruger securing it. Here's Nelson again, blow by, easy. Creating the tension in the gap.
Oh, would have liked to see one more pass there to Ramirez on the wing. Well, Halifax Prep has been able to get a few stops, but they just have not been able to get the offense clicking as of yet. Hali Prep, timeout. We'll be back, 2:35 to go.
Focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100+ top-tier clubs from around the world to compete for the national crown. Student athletes continue their journey to the next level as North Pole Hoops invites the network of prep and post-secondary programs to evaluate talent live and direct. As the summer comes to a close, high school season remains a lasting component to a student athlete's pathway. Players who thrive in high school are recruited by prep programs to continue pursuing the next level in a competitive environment. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Utilizing the exposure arm of North Pole Hoops, comprised of digital marketing, live broadcast, and scouting, NPH acts as a media and marketing partner for the NPA to maximize exposure for our student athletes, helping them gain scholarship opportunities, our ultimate measure of success.
We're back.
Second quarter winding down here. LBA hanging on to a small lead, and it's been a low-scoring game in general for both squads. Again, this is early season. Both teams just really trying to figure out who they're going to be, what kind of style they're going to play down the stretch. Couple exhibition games under each team's belt, but not enough to truly get an understanding of what their team's identity is. One team that's definitely got it figured out is RNS.
Foul on Kruger, yeah. The class of the session thus far has been Rothsay Netherwood School. We will see them again in Montreal in February. They will play a game against his Halifax prep squad on campus at Ross A. Netherwood School in December. And obviously a solid out of NPA schedule for Ross A. Netherwood School as they get down to the East Coast fairly often, and also to a couple of other tournaments in Canada. So I think they like the fact they can come in, take care of business, be in a good spot in the league with 9 games still remaining. And it's that Ottawa session where many of our teams, like that's going to be, because that's just a month out from NPA Nationals, that's going to be a true testing ground for a lot of these squads. Because by that point, everybody will have tape on their opponents. The teams will be in better position themselves.
I know the West Coast teams, I've talked to a few players and a coach as well. Some of them are already been tuning in to these games. So they get a head start in terms of doing their homework on the opposition.
Ooh, Christopher Ruta leads at 5 for LBA. Halifax Prep knew eventually they get the offense to start clicking. Kruger, no call. Jaron Johnson, no good. That's what I like. Kruger probably should have had a call on the other end. Instead, uses that to box out a little stronger than the defensive end, not worrying about getting a whistle back against him. And then this time, brings it hard to the hole and finishes with the left. You know what? And not once did he look at the officials through any of that play.
He's a high-class guy. Just understands the game. Number one, he has a high IQ for the game. He understands his role. Role definition is the most challenging and most important thing for kids at this age. They struggle with it. Most of them haven't been told what they're strong at, what they're weak at, haven't done an evaluation on themselves. Kruger, that's not the case.
Downey turns it over again. 3-on-2. Look, appreciate Downey hustling back there. That could have been a 3-on-1, but he battled back. Still results in 2 for LBA. They are back in control. 10 seconds to go. Downey with the rock. Running off the screen. Ruta again from range. No good. No one there to rebound. 9-point lead. A defensive battle here. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back. Second half action after a 10-minute break. The National Preparatory Association started 4 years ago, born by the desire of basketball coaches, many of which were outside of Southern Ontario, to provide a different option than traditional high school competition for elite-level basketball talent. The goal was simple: create a platform for Canadian student athletes to give them the best opportunity to earn scholarships for post-secondary education through the game of basketball. Since then, the NPA has grown to provide the best basketball exposure available at the high school level anywhere in the world. We do this by live streaming 90% of the league's nearly 100 games on our North Pole Hoops YouTube channel, ensuring high-level competition in front of post-secondary coaches from across North America, providing game-by-game statistics on every player in the league on our industry-leading website, npacanada.com, creating individual profiles for all of the league's players on Canada's top college recruitment site, northpolehoops.com, while sharing it all through the social media reach of NPH's multiple platforms. By doing all of this at the highest level, we believe that we can keep the majority of Canada's basketball talent here on home soil, and ideally in their own city or province.
Last 2 years I played at prep schools in the US, and I'm just really happy to be back in Canada and to have this opportunity to play in the NPA. It really means everything to help push Canadian basketball forward.
I love the NPA because it's given me an opportunity to showcase my skills and talents in front of many coaches across the country.
Teams from New Brunswick don't usually get the exposure you would, but the NPA provides that, and just the competition is great.
It's a national scene. You're not playing guys in Ontario only or only in your city. You get to travel all over Canada, places you've never been before.
Each team had a different style of play, and that was something you had to prepare for every single game. They really helped to prepare us for our basketball career. It's not just me, it's my whole team.
Y'all are doing a great job of just exposing some of the underrated talent. It's a great spotlight, right? I think it's the best league in Canada.
It's given us a platform from Western Canada and the prairies especially to showcase that we do have talent that stacks up with the best talent in the country.
I really love the fact that I get to be proud of my school, of my team, of my guys, and put them on a national stage, which is what the NPA allows us to do.
It's come a long way just because everybody's on the same page, from the executive right down to the coaches and the players. I think it really is a family.
We are making history every season through a shared vision, common goals, professional leadership, and a league-wide constitution enforced by a board comprised of coaches from the league's original teams. Nearly 100 NPA alumni are following their dreams through the NCAA, U Sports, CCAA, or JUCO routes. Our new goal is strategic growth with long-term partners willing to help our team continue to blaze a new trail in Canadian basketball, showing our student athletes that what they need to succeed is right here in Canada.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. NPH works in partnership with the community, including the national and provincial governing bodies, as well as club programs to maximize scholarship opportunities. The NPH Showcase Circuit is your opportunity to learn the blueprint while joining the NPH family. Starting with our foundation, that is the Junior NPH Showcase Circuit. This level caters to elementary school student athletes in graduation to the high school tier. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH national rankings, where player profiles are created acting as an online resume. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs. By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from elite NBA skill trainer David Tyndale. Entering the showcase environment provides every camper an opportunity to measure their talent against elite prospects within the region. Top performers raise their stock and begin their recruitment process with exposure opportunities through national rankings, player mixtapes, and connecting families directly to college and university coaches. Regardless of age, gender, or talent level, developing professionalism and positive habits are vital for the success of all campers in life and in basketball. The blueprint tackles academic eligibility, self-reflection, assessment, goal setting, and brand management, all aspects necessary to become a professional on and off the court. The NPH Showcase Circuit takes place from April to December in a player-focused environment, while the Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100-plus top-tier clubs from around the world to compete for the national crown. Student athletes continue their journey to the next level as North Pole Hoops invites the network of prep and post-secondary programs to evaluate talent live and direct. As the summer comes to a close, high school season remains a lasting component to a student athlete's pathway. Players who thrive in high school are recruited by prep programs to continue pursuing the next level in a competitive environment. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects, utilizing the exposure arm of North Pole Hoops comprised of digital marketing, live broadcast, and scouting. NPH acts as a media and marketing partner for the NPA to maximize exposure for our student athletes, helping them gain scholarship opportunities, our ultimate measure of success. Climb the ladder to the next level by joining the North Pole Hoops family and enter the Blueprint.
Who will be crowned national champion?
And Jacoby's going to try to measure this one up, looking for a made-to-measure suit.
Fourth quarter of action is brought to you by Indochino, where right now, using promo code HOOPS, you can get a custom-made, made-to-measure suit that a number of our coaches get fitted up. 10 showrooms across Canada, 6 of them where we have teams in the NPA, match made in heaven. Indochino and the NPA.
Indochino, the national sponsor of the NPA. We are excited to have you as a sponsor. We're excited for what you're doing and what your brand brings to our league. The prestige of your brand, the prestige of our league from coast to coast.
The guys at Indochino were amazing when I got fitted. I can't thank you guys enough.
Indochino making me look good. That's all I gotta say. It's not always an easy task. Very grateful that you guys are taking care of me and having me look a little bit better.
I really thank you for putting the time in and believing in what we're doing with young men and just, again, establishing ourselves in not only the basketball community, but the community that we live in.
Thank you, Indochino.
He has this like ferociousness to his game, this wanting to take the opponent's heart out. That, you know, it sounds really vulgar, but that's what it is. Like, that's what the elite guys, they compete in that sense. And I think that's what Addison has.
We're back.
And you just finished watching the story on Addison Patterson.
We interrupted the story, actually.
Yeah, we did. We definitely did. But take some time to Google it and watch it on your own on YouTube. Very interesting upbringing, and just his path has not been an easy one. Everything's been earned for him, and now he's an Oregon Duck and destined for some great things. You'll see him in the NBA draft in the next year to 2 years. Tavon Downey, first shot of the half, a pull-up three.
Hey, struggled in the first half. Why not come out and dash one up 5 seconds into the shot clock?
Very interesting.
Hey, man, we're going to call it the way it is. We're going to call it the way it is, guys. Everyone else sees it. That's the thing, man. You're getting all these games live streamed for you. you're gonna have your opportunities to see all the great stuff, that you're also gonna see the holes in the game, and you got to improve on them. I mean, yeah, I was actually talking at an event at Ryerson University back in Toronto before I came out here, and my advice to people getting into sports broadcast, which is where I started my career, was to not only accept criticism but seek it out. Like, if you know someone doesn't like the job that you did, ask them.
What was it about it? Yeah.
Say, hey, I know I screwed up. Help me.
Totally. And I guess you're making that comparison so that players can do the same. They should be seeking for questions on what did I do wrong there? What should I improve?
Like, if the coach isn't talking to you, it's probably a good idea to talk to him.
He's got a full roster to worry about, so yeah, that makes total sense.
Ooh, that's a travel.
Yeah, he definitely dragged his feet on that one. As good as Jordan Nelson has been, he's had some moments, maybe a brain fart, so to speak.
Simmons gets it back. Or Gab asking for it, just not in the position he needed to be in. Downey late on the shot clock. A lot of battles going on right now. 2 minutes in to this third quarter. Halifax Prep looking to pick up at least one win of their home session. LBA looking to get to 500 just 2 games into the season, with one more game tomorrow against Oakville Prep before both teams head back to Ontario. Three ball is good, count it. Marcus Stewart. Simmons, 1-on-3, picks up his dribble. Downey. Pass it. He was looking for a cutting Ruta, and I think Regab got his hand on it. Haven't heard a lot from Ryan Heim today after a pretty decent game yesterday. I think Regab was good until he waved down.
And I think he just picked up a technical as well.
That's a really quick tech.
Must have said something there, because the action wasn't enough to take a tech for.
Looking to have a conversation about what the tech was called about at the free throw line. Ryan Heim will be shooting the tech. This is the first. And now Atiki will be at the line to shoot the shooting foul. Imagine they came out of this without scoring a point on these free throws. Oh, gets the roll on the second. 11-point lead for LBA. Atiki pulls it down. Downey pokes it away. They're going to hold on to it. Shot clock's at 14, 6:46 to go in this third quarter. The lead's at 11. Johnson has not been able to find the stroke today, and Nelson just dribbled it off his own foot out of bounds.
Tavon Downey one-on-one again. Got to get rid of it earlier.
Going anywhere. Staying in one spot, and then now Jaron Johnson's going to do the same.
They just wasted an entire shot clock.
Moving about 5 feet in total. It's been a struggle for this squad in this session. Still got plenty of time left here. They still got a quarter and a half plus to be able to rectify things. Tell you one guy who's having himself a game, that's him. Marcus Stewart with the money ball. LBA is feeling it, heading into the timeout.
It has to be beat down into your head. You have to be challenged repetitively. You have to set a trend for the next guys that are coming up. Don't be asked to go harder. Give your hardest before you are asked.
In the fall, rep tryouts set the stage, but not everyone makes the cut. Players that catch eyes of coaches are awarded a roster spot and a chance to represent, but nothing else for now. The work is just beginning. Playing time is fought for, rep by rep, and practice after practice.
Golden Dough, it's a family restaurant. We are in Mississauga, been here for 25 years. It's a Middle East cuisine. We make it out of love. We make it fresh. It's very healthy for an athlete to come in to have a nice meal. Sitting around back home, like when you order a big plate or like a small plate, they like to share. A lot of family come together, they sit together.
6:08 to go here in the third. I mean, get Stacey Smith a shot. Bang it down low to Ruta.
Beginning of the season stuff is very typical for teams to, just be figuring it out at this time. Better now than later in the season.
Why would you kick that out? Like you had
a mismatch.
Had like 6 inches on the guy. Maybe not that much, but Jaron Johnson, no good. Jordan Nelson. Oh, see it. Tiki was calling for the alley, ended up getting the pass in his chest. The fact that he still finished that is impressive. Alley. Just calling for the alley. Back
Marcus
the other way.
Stewart, man, he's had himself a really solid game. Made some good decisions along the way.
Yeah. LBA was feeling it, though. Starting to get that flow. What a turnaround, 24 hours, less than 24 hours for LBA after how they played yesterday in their first game of the session.
And Atiki getting a break. Michael Mattis subbing in. Michael Mattis very familiar with Coach Angelo Provenzano's style of play and how clean he wants them playing defense, and that's some of it right there.
Hey, they're up 14, and Mattis has not had to play a lot of minutes. Heim has not been able to find his stroke. Downey got back on D to break that up.
lot of guys from the class of 2020 on the floor right now, and that's a very interesting class, actually. We're expecting there's going to be, I mean, our top 150 are all going to be playing U Sports, CCAA, or NCAA when it's said and done. The top 25 guys are going to be playing between mid and high major basketball at the Division I level.
Three is good from Jaron Johnson. Someone need to get the top off of that rim for Halifax Prep. Downey, headman, Stacy Smith. Simmons getting in for the rebound, but can't pull it away from Heim.
There's that blow by again. There's not many players that could stay in front of Jordan Nelson. I think I'd love to see the Kellen Tynes matchup one more again.
Definitely got a bunch of solid point guards in this league. Short break, timeout on the floor. We'll be back to St. Mary's in Halifax.
Junior NPA Showcase Circuit. This level caters to elementary school student athletes in graduation to the high school tier. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH national rankings, where player profiles are created acting as an online resume. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs. By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from elite NBA skill trainer David Tyndale. Entering the showcase environment provides every camper an opportunity to measure their talent against elite prospects within the region. Top performers raise their stock and begin their recruitment process with exposure opportunities through national rankings, player mixtapes, and connecting families directly to college and university coaches. Regardless of age, gender, or talent level, developing professionalism and positive habits are vital for the success of all campers in life and in basketball. The Blueprint tackles academic eligibility, self-reflection, assessment, goal setting, and brand management. All aspects necessary.
Well, Halifax Prep's going to need to put the pressure on defensively to try to turn these things around. They get a stop right there. Simmons pushing, spinning. Wow. J9 Simmons putting on a show for his boys back in North Preston.
And any success that J9 has had has been coming in transition, being able to create for himself off the spin.
Ramirez, that is a tough pass to toss. What do you expect him to do with that down there? J9 Simmons. He's doing it for the bridge. Holding it down. J9 bringing Halifax Prep back.
Just a 7-point game now as the third quarter winds down.
Misses the free throw. Yeah. That's like an easy call for the official.
I mean, he just wanted him to know that he's being draped up on that rebound, but there's just a better way to communicate it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there was a particular word that was said there. Well, LBA's letting them right back into the game. .230 to go here in the second quarter. The lead's down to 6. Wow. Hey, man. Jordan Nelson is using this first NPA session to make a name for himself in this league.
He's a potential newcomer of the year. I think if you just look at the guys who have played over the course of this week, you got him and Mateo Zagar, who are front runners for that award. Now, there are several other teams who are going to be introducing a lot of new members, so we're not quite going to make that decision yet. A lot of the season to be played here. Marcus Stewart again coming up with a nice pass to the top.
It's going to be staying with LBA. Shot clock will be back at 14.
On one side, you got J9 Simmons of Halifax Prep attacking the rim. On the other side, you got Jordan Nelson's answering back. That's been the story of the game.
Guess who?
Not J9, Jordan Nelson.
From downtown, pushing the lead back to 9. Little stop and go from Simmons. Can't get the roll. Ruta short-armed it a bit. .108 left here in the third quarter. Nelson. See, that's a shot I'm actually okay with. Starting to feel it a little bit. I know Angelo Provenzano probably doesn't like it. It's probably a foot further than it needed to be. Came up well short. But time and place as well, under a minute left. I mean, you had Halifax Prep a little bit on the ropes here. Now they have a chance to cut it back down to a 6 or 7 point lead here. Some nice passing. Smith no good. Yeah, shot clock did not reset. Now going to be going back to 14.
A little display there, that little sequence from Jaron Johnson. That's why I feel he should be, you know, their dominant guy with the ball in his hand, creating. Once this Halifax Prep team learns how to operate without the ball in their hands, that's when they'll truly have a great effect. There's Johnson getting his hands on a steal.
3 and 2 the other way. Stacey Smith. Wow, that hurts. 3 on 2 in transition.
Stacey's job in that situation is to get to his spot and spot up, get his feet ready. Just let it fly.
Stewart.
Is it just me, or is Marcus Stewart playing a lot more confidence outside of that position right there?
Got to beat it. Ooh, I thought he was going to bank it in. 9-point lead for LBA through 3. We'll be back. Fourth quarter action, our final game of the day from St. Mary's University.
Indochino to me is a million guys getting a million suits, and each one is different. I think the value is the quality is undeniable in terms of the suit that you'll get, and the fabric and style selection is second to none.
I think when someone puts on a suit, they take on almost a different personality, and they feel comfortable in their skin and who they are, and they feel good. Doesn't matter where you're going, what event you're going to, but everyone feels good in a suit.
I think a lot of what we do is kind of going against the grain, so to speak. Bespoke, made to measure, custom was traditionally only in store. We were the first to bring it online, and as we went through that journey, we really felt that in order to connect with the consumer, we needed to give them true options, really provide a service and an engaging experience that customers would enjoy and remember.
Indochino is a custom-made experience, but with off-the-rack prices. You are in control. So you come on in, you choose what sort of material you're pursuing, choose what sort of print or patterns you really want to try out overall. From there, you pick out what kind of customizations you want to bestow upon these lovely garments. measure you up, and you get to express what you want, tighter, looser, longer shoulder, so everything sits on you as you want. We do everything all in one for you.
We give a 100% made-to-measure product. So it's very sort of individual and very personalized. It's for them. It's their suit.
Seeing them in their final suit just kind of makes it worth it at the end of it, because you spent time with them, and whether they wear suits every day or this is their first suit, it's exciting. Like, you help them build that and it's theirs.
It's really that ability to create a one-of-a-kind garment that allows us to be in front of many different demographics. I think one of the most interesting things that's happened these past few years is how many customers that are having that truly special event of getting married are choosing Indochino to not only suit up themselves, but suit up their groom's party.
We continually improve not only the profile for the guy, but we improve the quality of our next suit and the suits after with the data that we capture. Indochino sets itself apart, especially against ready-to-wear, because we can deliver you a custom-made suit within 3 weeks. We, on average, take 3.5 meters to make a suit, and we lay that out and we laser cut it.
Shout out Indochino. Hit them up with that Hoops coupon code online. Get yourself a tailor-made suit. You'll be seeing our NPA crew rocking theirs throughout the season.
Stacey Smith getting a go at it here at the point as J9 comes off the screen. That one area of the court really clogged up for a second there.
Ooh. We've seen a little bit from Tito Obasato in this session. That's a big shot, man. Cuts it to 6. 30 seconds into this final quarter.
Kruger, strong take, hoop and a harm.
I like the way he conducts himself on the floor.
It's a 9-point game now, and every time LBA tries to sneak away with it, J9 has some sort of response. Here's Stacy, gets it to go. There he is off the spot up. That's what he's gonna be able to do.
Got to run plays for him. You got to free him up. He should be taking half the shots that we've seen Downey toss up in this game. Like, that is what you want to see from a Tiki. Box out, pogo stick rebound, put it back up. You're done.
I heard someone make the Kerr-Joe Cooch comparison, but I don't see it at all to a Tiki.
Yeah, it was probably me.
Their style of play is entirely different.
Much different. My comparison was in this offense to see the evolution of the LBA big man over the last 3 years.
Ah, yes. Yeah,
right?
to a true big.
Yeah, but I mean, just generally speaking, like, the lineage is really cool to see, where you saw
Josh and Kumsa
bring along and a Kerr-Joe Cooch. Josh, they both go on to the NCAA. That whole time, Michael Mattis is seeing those two work off each other, the sharing of knowledge. Mattis himself picking up some of that and also becoming a leader. Now he's in the role of a Josh Nkumsa, working alongside Natiki, probably sharing knowledge the same way that Nkumsa did with Kerr-Joe Cooch.
A really good ball movement here from LBA in the second half. They've been able to get a lot of clean shots off. That's all you can really ask for.
And now Isaac Kruger is the Michael Mattis.
Yeah, in a way. I get what you're saying.
And I'm not talking about skill set, the way they look. Like, take your scout hat off for a second. More of a storyline, big men lineage of the London Basketball Academy.
Yep, and then just helping everybody get acclimated with their team and with the system.
Every time you look up, seems to be consistently a 7-point lead, which seems to be similar to what Halifax Prep has been battling throughout this session.
Playing from behind for most of the time.
Tough take. No one there to rebound for Halifax Prep.
Well, they were all boxing out there. One guy.
4 Halifax Prep guys outside the 3-point line. Tito doing it all himself. Offensive rebound. Finally gets a whistle his way.
And Tito cuts the lead down. And again, 5-point game here in the fourth and final quarter. Last game of the day. Press is broken pretty easily by LBA. J9 Simmons ripping it out of Atiki's hands, going coast to coast, gets fouled.
This is a big moment in the game right now for Halifax Prep, stuck 5.
Turning point, no doubt. And J9 has already opened up some CCAA looks. There's a lot to be interested about when it comes to a player like him. I mean, we talked about yesterday just his contagious character, always smiling, always a good team guy, looking to do the best interest of the team, competes at a high level, just, sometimes turns it off and on. And he's the type of player with Halifax, they need him to, as soon as that ball tips off, they need him to stay on the whole way.
.7:05 to go here. Hali Prep's got it down to 4, knocking on the door of a 1-possession game. A lot earlier than they did yesterday against Oakville Prep. I like to see there, Michael Mattis just knew that his teammate was going to be there, and sure enough, Stephen Lindsay was in the right spot at the right time for an easy 2. J9 Simmons is putting his team on his back right now and saying, guys, we got to win at least one game here in our home session.
Corner 3 from LBA off the mark. Halifax will try to answer back here in transition. It's just a 4-point game. Closeout there by Jordan Nelson. Excellent defense. He's proven to be a lot more than just an offensive juggernaut.
Easy to get caught up into the games, but we need to stay true to our motto for this season of next man up and finding those diamonds in the rough, and Jordan Nelson right now is that guy.
Some of you may have seen the NPA Showcase commercials. That's actually where Jordan Nelson was discovered by Coach Angelo Provenzano. Really liked what he saw in him and recruited him on to LBA. Knew he was going to be losing Drake freshman Okai Jamguz, as well as Denzel Cummins, who's playing his JUCO basketball now. Be there for 2 years and then decide on what level he ends up at.
Heim. I'd like to see that rebound from Lindsay. Mattis. Back up top. Nelson. Gilmore. Nelson. Leads at 4. This is such an important stretch for both teams. LBA has done so many good things in this game, and they could throw it all away with a bad stretch here. Halifax Prep has not won a game in their home session. They have battled from behind every part except for the first quarter of that first game they've been behind.
Yep, and yesterday you saw them, almost have a miracle win. Came up short. Here's Mattis for 3. J9 on the separation. Great move. Clean shot.
Mattis.
Another bucket for LBA, 55-50.
Stacy Smith, pull-up 3, big-time shot. Stacy Smith cuts it to 2. We're in winning time, business about to pick up. Halifax native getting it done in front of his hometown. Come on, strong in the second half of Stacy Smith. Foul called, lots of contact on Heim.
I like the fact that they're going to Heim in this situation because you know that he's going to be able to get guys in foul situations. Ryan Heim.
Timeout for London. It's a 2-point game. Tell your friends to tune in on NorthPoleHoops.com.
The National Preparatory Association started 4 years ago, born by the desire of basketball coaches, many of which were outside of Southern Ontario, to provide a different option than traditional high school competition for elite-level basketball talent. The goal was simple: create a platform for Canadian student athletes to give them the best opportunity to earn scholarships for post-secondary education through the game of basketball. Since then, the NPA has grown to provide the best basketball exposure available at the high school level anywhere in the world. We do this by live streaming 90% of the league's nearly 100 games on our North Pole Hoops YouTube channel, ensuring high-level competition in front of post-secondary coaches from across North America, providing game-by-game statistics on every player in the league on our industry-leading website, npacanada.com. Creating individual profiles for all of the league's players on Canada's top college recruitment site, northpolehoops.com.
So, 3:29 to go. 2-point game. LBA with the rock. LBA Both teams knocking on the door of the bonus. Heim.
Tiki looking for an entry pass here. They're unable to get it to him. Tito playing him well. Ooh, Marcus Stewart.
Got it off just late.
And Marcus Stewart has been solid this game. He stepped up in major ways in comparison to last year.
Halley Prep down 2. We've seen a lot of that today especially, but just in general. But I don't care if it's on the guards, if it's on the big set in the screens, but just not waiting long enough to have guys that have their feet set for that screen. And then to argue those calls.
One step at a time, Jason Tom.
Cross court. Probably not the guy you want to see taking that shot in this particular moment, but it went off Simmons out of bounds.
He hasn't taken any other threes, has he, in this game?
No, I mean, he hasn't played an awful lot of minutes.
That's Stephen Lindsay on the last 3. 2-point game here. Just over 2 left on the clock, 2:47.
What an easy call. Right in front of the official, throwing a forearm right in his face. The argument is that's the hold that's resulting in that push-off. Halifax Prep's good at getting away with a lot of the little grabbing away from the ball.
Solid defense by Atiki on the closeout, and that's an easy call there. We're in the bonus.
So often, it's the fouls and the free throws that are the difference, especially at this age.
Crazy turn of events here. We've seen a game go to over 100 points, and now you see this one. Both teams barely getting to 60.
And I have to say, there's been some strong man-to-man defense in this game. There's also been some poor offense.
Really good hands here by Jordan Nelson.
Smart move to let him go and not pick up the foul. You're in both teams in the bonus, but the lead's at 6, under 2 minutes to go here.
This will be a good win for LBA just to get the teams, what word am I looking for here? Confidence, I guess.
Simmons jumped before he had a place to go with it. Never a good recipe. Jared Johnson trying to jump in.
Good job by Marcus Stewart that time checking to see where he was on the floor.
Still almost stepped out of bounds.
Yep.
1:24 to go, 6-point lead. Stacey Smith, pull-up 3. Stacey Smith is a straight gunner. Cutting it to 3, 1:18 to go.
The moment that his teammates figure that out, that let's get the ball to him in the crunch, let's set up plays for him, now you're in business.
Big time shot, Jordan Nelson.
Looking at a potential newcomer of the year, Jordan Nelson, class of 2020. You sports coaches, take out your pad and pen, get his contact info, stay connected. He's going to end up being an Impact U Sports guy.
Love seeing these new names come to the forefront. And he's done it the right way in this session. And he's been hitting his free throws, Elias.
Really good game for him.
Leads at 6. Stacey Smith again. We got it back and forth at SMU.
Jordan Nelson, easy beat off the dribble here.
Kick out. Michael Mattis. Foul called. Looks like he's going to be shooting 3. What a great back and forth here in the final minutes between these two squads.
And this is not the first time that Halifax finds themselves battling from behind, trying to come up with a miracle play at the end. It's usually a result of a slow start for Halifax Prep. We'll take a quick break here, quick timeout, and return for the final minute.
All through the social media reach of NPH's multiple platforms. By doing all of this at the highest level, we believe that we can keep the majority of Canada's basketball talent here on home soil, and ideally in their own city or province.
Last 2 years I played at prep schools in the US, and I'm just really happy to be back in Canada and to have this opportunity to play in the NPA. It really means everything to help push Canadian basketball forward.
I love the NPA because it's given me an opportunity to showcase my skills and talents in front of many coaches across the country.
Teams from New Brunswick don't usually get the exposure you would, but the NPA provides that, and just the competition is great.
It's a national scene. You're not playing guys in Ontario only or only in your city. You get to travel all over Canada, places you've never been before.
Each team had a different style of play, and that was something you had to prepare for every single game. They really helped to prepare us for our basketball career. It's not just me, it's my whole team.
Y'all are doing a great job of just exposing some of the underrated talent. It's a great spotlight, right? I think it's the best league in Canada.
It's given us a platform from Western Canada and the prairies.
We're back. 52.6 to go if you missed. This has been a Jordan Nelson, Stacey Smith back and forth here in the final couple of minutes. That has been incredibly entertaining. Don't look at the 62-59 score and think that you can judge this game by that. Again, early in the season for these squads, still trying to find each other out. Well, that was not a 3-point foul. So the lead's still at 4. Of course, Tavon Downey, I don't think has hit his shot. He hits a 3 right now to cut it to 1. That's what basketball is all about. They're trying to take it away from Heim. They got to get it over. They do. Mattis back to Heim. Dump off. Atiki. Good move, Atiki. Didn't think twice about it. Leads back up to 3. 30 seconds to go.
Now, do they shoot the 3 here, or do they go for a contained
Of course.
2 at the rim?
They're going to shoot the 3. That's Halifax Prep's game.
Oh, boy.
And, of course, it's Tavon Downey. Jaron Johnson into the corner. J9 Simmons. 3 no good. Offensive rebound. They get it back again, battling on the floor. They're going to call a jump ball, and it's going to go the way of LBA. What an amazing game basketball is. We'll be back. Stay with us. We still got plenty of time here to decide this one.
It has to be beat down into your head. You have to be challenged repetitively. You have to set a trend for the next guys that are coming up. Don't be asked to go harder. Give your hardest before you are asked.
In the fall, rep tryouts set the stage, but not everyone makes the cut. Players that catch eyes of coaches are awarded a roster spot and a chance to represent, but nothing else for now. The work is just beginning. Playing time is fought for, rep by rep, and practice after practice.
What a great ending to this one. Game 5 of 6 of the NPA session at St. Mary's University in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Halifax Prep just had 2 chances to tie this game at 65, missed them both. Jump ball went the way of LBA. 10 seconds left. Halifax Prep need to steal this inbounds. I don't know if you remember yesterday's game, but there was a mauling of Jordan Prasad that ended up resulting in what could have been a crazy ending to the game. So let's keep an eye here and see what Hali Prep does, trying to tie up their guys. Mattis breaks free. Great ball movement, LBA.
Well played.
Very well played. That is Angelo Provenzano drawing it up out of the timeout.
When it comes to X's and O's and dealing with kids' personalities, he's one of the best there is.
He's had a few personalities at LBA?
Oh,
couple,
to say the least.
Couple characters? Oh. Jordan Nelson has had an outstanding game, but he misses the biggest shot right now. He's got to hit this one. Wow. 3-point game, under 5 seconds to go. They got to get it going. 2 on the clock. J9 Simmons, he passes it up. LBA survives a heck of an ending. Well, couldn't ask for much more than that at the ending of that game. London Basketball Academy get their first win of this session. We'll be back with game 6 of the session tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Atlantic time, when LBA takes on Oakville. Thank you for joining us on NorthPoleHoops.com. For the crew and Elias Sabate, Jason Tom signing off.